He's doing something. Oh my god, he's doing illegal activities. You don't have the icon yet. Hey guys, it's Maine here, backing again with another IE review. Let's just go jump straight into it. Today we have Lifewater. Lifewater's actually in chat, so we can actually do some, I guess, collaboration or whatever you want to say. So you're at the end of World 6 at Samurai Guardians, progressing rather nicely. One thing I glanced over immediately, and I think you should pay a little bit of attention to, is your refinery. I don't think you should be... If you're looking at auto reviewer, I guess it's fine. I don't know what the actual value is, but make sure you're not over leveling your orange salts. I'd maybe recommend trying to stick to 0% auto refining on red and green for now, to get their levels like really pumped up, and then start using the auto reviewer or toolbox to check out if you're over refining or under refining your salts, just to give yourself a little bit of cushion room, so you don't have to worry about over consuming your red salts or green salts eventually when you get there, because I think you want a little bit of buffer zone to try to get this to green stack, and you also want to be able to upgrade the vial, so creating a little bit of a buffer between your red and orange, so you can, just sustain infinite salt generation and also help progress like vials and things like that. Anyways, little side tangent. I don't know if you said you have Doot or not, but if you have Omnifat procs available, especially with the whole upgrade now, highly recommend trying to min-max your refinery a little bit. Make sure you're upgrading red as much as you can, using the Omnifat procs to progress refinery, as well as the skills on your DK to increase the cycle time. I'll talk a little bit more about your Doot enjoyer. Perfect. Okay, so I'll talk a little bit more about cycle speed, how to pump that up a little bit later, but let's just generally look over your account and see what you're currently doing and what you should be doing. So equipment-wise, mostly DK armor, Marble-glass on one character, got Magma, Marble-glass. Tools are at least Luster and Starfire. So probably what I'd recommend doing is trying to get your Luster gear to Dreadlow. I think that's one of your immediate goals. Secondary goal you should have is probably get your DNA splicers up to World 4 on all your characters, and try to get your Royal traps up to, your meaty traps up to Royal. So you can unlock like the last, shit, I saw one of your characters have Royal. There it is. So you can unlock, not the last slot, but unlock the last, like upgrade power the traps provide you. You'll be able to set, I think Royals have 10-hour traps on there, or 20-hour traps, I mean. You can set 20-hour traps, use that for daily reset, or 40 even, for 2x daily reset. Royal traps just give you a lot more versatility when it comes to min-maxing your trap setup. You can set 20 hours, 40 hours, 20 minutes, 60 minutes even, to give you more shiny pets, more regular pets, whatever you need. But generally, the main reason you do that, try to get them up as much as you can, even into the Marble-glass traps even, is so you can have more slots, like upgrade slots, so you could have more stats and stuff. Yeah, cool. Also, I don't know if your golden hamster gummies are at like 100% for on the beanstalk yet, but you don't need hamsters on your characters if you are at 100% claim chance. Where am I looking? Where's the beanstalk? There it is. Oh, you don't even have a 100k stack yet. Okay, so maybe work on that. Maybe work on getting a 100k stack on your golden hamsters first before you like worry about hull or doing anything else. This is important so you can really progress sailing. I imagine your sailing is not done. The madman. He doesn't have a 100k stack and he finished sailing. It's a psychopath in chat, guys. What the fuck? Okay. I mean, still do it, and it's extra tome points. Okay, but regardless. Okay, 10,000 stamps. You're only 22 off. You have 2 gilded stamps. I think you can probably do this soon. I think you might be able to upgrade multi-tool to 200. That's going to give you 10. Very easy one, like quest and stamp and stuff. But yeah, once you get multi-tool up to level 220, what you should do is switch over to focusing about carry capacity. So upgrading Mighty Bag Stamp, Choppin' Bag Stamp, Little Mighty Bag Stamp, the Bug Sack Stamp, and Bag of Head Stamp, and then eventually doing Mason Jar Stamp and stuff like that to increase your carry capacity. Generally, that's kind of the progression. You worry about multi-tool, then you start worrying about carry capacity. So get on that grind. And then all the while, once you get to the point where you're using like the 90% cost reduction, you can use the rest of your gilded stamps on upgrading things like stats, for example. So the Maxus Slapo stamp, Sash Side stamp, Intellecto stamp, to get those up as well. All the stats you can get give you more accuracy, which is relevant to the whole, as well as damage for your characters. You know, Power of Try 1, Try 2, and Try 3, and Crystal Stake. Also, you don't have Stat Wall Street stamp unlocked, so the Fishing Expedition Island, this will give you that stamp there so you can upgrade it. I don't know if you said earlier if you're missing out on the Regalis or not in summoning, but you are missing this stamp here from Sussy Jean. So if you have the opportunity to unlock it, obviously that's going to be the next thing you want to focus on. Obviously free levels once you do unlock it. Okay, good, that's done. I just had to check. Good, you hit like the bare minimum of reaching 450 on the multiplier bubbles there. Cool. Okay, you don't necessarily have to worry about this just yet, but with the whole, the multi-resource chance cap is at 600. Once you get enough Conjurer points to upgrade the multi-resource chance, this is going to be something you want to focus on a little bit down the line, like in a few weeks to a few months when your Conjurer gets up there with the amount of points you get. But getting the multi mining, fishing, catching, chopping, I think it's all of them, up to 600% is the new goal. So for all your end gamers, make sure this bubble hits at least 500 because of the because you also have to factor in, you know, stamps as well as the star signs you get that increase the multi-resource chance independently. So just make sure down the line, like in a few weeks, a month or so, that this bubble is getting you capped out at the 600% because it's effectively a 2x multiplier for your prints. Or, you know, 6x technically because the 600, you know what I mean. Anyways, that's going to be the new goal. Not something you need to worry about now, just kind of down the line. Just worry about that a little bit later. Okay. Regardless, what I think you should be focusing your atoms on, maybe a few extra levels in Larry. You can get a three extra levels in your bubbles as opposed to 2. So if this is something you can hourly click, I would do that as opposed to using your atoms here. I think your atoms are better spent on things like Starchu EXP, on Call Me Bob. Eventually, when you get Carpenter up, Carpenter is going to be a good one. Mr. Massacre, oh, definitely Mr. Massacre a little bit. Getting this to the 90% capacity for more multi-kill per tier, so you can get more Gmush kills and stuff like that. Kill per kill is also a good one to get up a little bit. Get up to 90% and then just kind of forget about it. And apart from that, if you are able to hourly click in addition to Larry, what you should do is Shackuracy and FMJ. Unironically, because of the whole. The more defense you get, the more hounds you can kill, which means you can get more opals. Same thing for Shackuracy. The green amplifier, you can pump that up to 100 eventually with like thousands upon thousands of levels of Shackuracy. And obviously the more stats you get on your characters. So it's going to help you a ton. So FMJ Shackuracy and Larry are good hourly click bubbles as well as the base stat bubbles because obviously it's going to give you damage as well as accuracy. Cool. You have the base damage bubbles up to 300. You can kind of increase those eventually if you do need. Don't need defense in the hole? Yes, technically, but if you don't want to be a bug abuser, you want your FMJ up still. Okay. We'll come back to Diamond Chef because I imagine that's something we're going to have to talk about. But if you want to pump up your damage so you can kill more hounds in the hole, upgrading Power of Try 1, Try 2, and Try 3, great opportunities for you to increase your damage there. Okay. This is something I would absolutely recommend upgrading. I'll come back to Cropius Mapper too, but Lo Cost Mo Jade, I definitely recommend pumping some atoms into this bubble specifically so you can reduce the cost of sneaking upgrades in the not Jade Emporium, but like general like sneaking upgrades. The higher level this is, the better it is for your sneaking, so you can get more stealth, more item find chance, more well, I mean, item find chance less important, but you know, like Jade coin generation, stealth, gemstone upgrades, mastery level upgrades, stuff like that. This is a really good bubble for sneaking. Really necessary. Highly recommend trying to upgrade this to its 90% capacity. So I don't even know what level that is, like a level 450 or something. Definitely need to spend a few days worth of atoms here on this bubble. I'd also recommend look at your farming, but I suspect you need more crop evo chance. Cropius Mapper is a great way to do that. So trying to get this to a point where you can atom it and upgrade it again to its 90% capacity is going to give you a decent chunk of crop evolution chance. Big P is also something you can focus your atoms into. Since you have Doot, you benefit greatly from upgrading Big P. You get AFK gains, you get more kill per kill. You get more kills. More kills per kill from Nobisect. You get more talent levels actually from Big P. It's a really good bubble. Definitely something you want to pump levels into. And now let's actually transition over to cooking and talk about that. Cooking, definitely. I imagine your cooking speed probably increased because of the hole, but you should absolutely pump levels into Diamond Chef so you can get your meals up to 80 across the board, but eventually into the 90 threshold. You won't be able to use ladles to get some of the meals up to 90, but pumping levels into Diamond Chef is going to be great, so you can increase your cooking speed, and it's going to help you increase overall your account progress, so you can get more points in tower defense, more skill efficiency, more accuracy, more damage, more defense, all that stuff. Meals are a really great way to scale your account, so focusing on Diamond Chef is going to be really, really, really huge for you. Okay, I'll stop harping on that. Harping. The next big focus for you is definitely going to be level 13 Turtle. Level 13 Turtle is huge for your accounts to get, well, Artifact Find Chance doesn't matter for you, but Sigil speed, cooking speed, construction build rate. Huge, huge, huge for your account. Getting this to 13 is going to be your next big goal. Apart from that, all the while, remember to use your soul charge. Try to get some of these soul vials up to 13. Celebrate your drink, really, really important. Obviously, getting it to 13 is going to help increase the rest of the bonuses for your account. You know, more material cost reduction for your stamps, more damage, more kill per kill, more meal cooking speed, all that jazz. The Goosey Glug vial is something you want to focus on right now, so you get more base critters, which is going to help you get some of the critter vials up to 13, such as Bloat Draft, the Turtle Vial, etc. The bars became a lot easier with the whole update. I wouldn't recommend spending your Idleon magic or conjurer points into forge capacity just yet. That's something I recommend doing way down the line, like in a few months, in like a month or two, to be able to get this vial up to like 11, 12, 13 eventually, even the Dreadnought vial as well. Yep, not bad. All right, so let's switch gears talking about sigil speed. I'd maybe recommend actually resetting your points then. Resetting your points, your conjurer points specifically, so you can reposition that for village magic and whole magic is what you should be focusing on right now. And then in a few months, repositioning your conjurer points to be more Idleon specific. But let's talk about refinery cycle speed. Refinery cycle speed is something you should focus on because, like I mentioned, I think you need to fix your refinery just a little bit to outscale, to outlevel your red, to get you more red ranks. Let that scale pretty fast so you can get a good healthy stockpile of red salts. One way you do that is getting more refinery cycle speed and turning off the 0% auto refine for orange. So pipe gauge at iodize is going to help with that. This is small compared to some of the other upgrades for refinery cycle speed, but this is a great one to get to iodize. In addition, obviously, Trove and Emoji Veggie. Peapod is definitely something you want to focus on first, so good job on that. But coming back to it, Turtle Vial is going to help you with sigil speed immensely. Other things about refinery cycle speed is actually Rift, the construction master here. The more building levels you get, every 10 are going to give you a multiplier to refinery speed. This is a multiplicative increase to your refinery speed. So the more construction levels you have, the more like insane increase to refinery speed that you get, which makes it a lot easier to upgrade your red, generally all your salts, but specifically red and orange. Red and green. What else? Sigils is a stamp as well. Depending on if you have money or not, I'd recommend upgrading this. Relatively easy. Just depends if you have money to upgrade it or not. It's also the arcade, but I think it's already passed, so you can't get it. Oof, only 6%. That's sad. I mean, the big thing there for refinery cycle speed is just Rift, just construction mastery for that 1% every 10 levels. Really, really huge for your construction speed. What's your prints right now? 5.8. I mean, prints aren't terrible. You can sacrifice your money to the Bell Gods. That's fine. I think you should consider reprinting in about a month or so when you get the multi-resource chance up to like the 600% cap, and you get the bubble up to make sure that you're actually hitting 600%. That'll be a huge increase to your prints, in addition to the skill efficiency the Motherload layer provide. The whole gave more skill efficiency and more opportunity to increase your prints. So eventually down the line, you want to reprint. I know you just reprinted recently, But doing a reprint in another month or so, you probably get some decent gains, especially with all the stuff coming out soon in the weekly updates. Okay. God, we got a whale here. Some of your arena's done. Okay, thank God. Okay. I think you're going to hate me for saying this. I think you need more levels in breeding. The reason I say that is because the last upgrade that's after Shadow Shell Iteration was just released with the whole update, which gives you Shiny Pet level up rate. It's another source of that. It's really, really good. But I would highly recommend trying to get breeding level 80 because of it. So, that being said, get your eggs. I'll wait another few minutes to talk to him about that. No, actually, it's bugged. It's level 80. I can confirm I got level 80 after the update and I unlocked it. In fact, let me pop over there right now to show you. I just hit level 80 yesterday in breeding. And I have it right here. Some people were saying you aren't able to get this after the whole update because it actually is 90, but lets you keep it if you were 80 before. That's not true because I got level 80 yesterday after the whole update, but the actual level is 80. So hitting level 80 breeding is how you get this right here. So unfortunately, I think that's actually something worthwhile now because Shiny Pet level up rate got really juiced ever since World 6 came out because of farming, because of... What else increased it? There was another increase to it. I can't remember what it was. Chat, help me out here. Star signs, summoning, that was it. Farming and summoning were like really, really big. Okay, yeah. So, back to it, Lifewater. Breeding. I think you should spend actual time upgrading breeding. I think you need to hit level 80 breeding is going to be a long-term goal for you. So I think you should spend a little bit of time every single day over the next month so you don't burn yourself out on clicking eggs and trashing them. But the upgrade after Shadow Shell Iteration at level 80 will give you Shiny Pet level up rate, which is going to help you, obviously, level up your Shiny Pets. So your big focus is going to be on, well, first, upgrade the faster Shiny Pet level up rate. It'll make everything else go by faster. Yes, every day. Spend like 5 minutes, 10 minutes of mind-numbingly clicking on eggs and trashing pets. But yeah, Shiny Pet level up rate, Shiny Pet level up rate, Shiny Pet level up rate, I think there's one more. Shiny Pet level up rate. Get those up to level 10, level 12 even. Eventually you want to active Beastmaster, which with as much mob respawn stuff as you can. So the Cattle Croc chest, legs, the weapon, keychains for it, the chips for the mob respawn chips. If your keychain is higher than 10%, then equip the keychain doubler. If not, just do a regular 10% mob respawn keychain. And obviously crystal card set and stuff. I think it's the first time I've actually suggested someone do that. Okay. Overall, Divinity's looking pretty good. Everyone's on Tranquil. Unlike me, I actually need to do that. I would recommend having a secondary set of meteorites on your characters, like in your inventory. So when you need to go find like gems and stuff, you can actually find them. Also, I don't know if you've done the Equinox stream for... Oh my lord, dude. Well, clearly not. I think you know what you need to do here. Do you have the strength to do it? Is the question. So, if you need help on the party dungeons and how to solo them, I would highly recommend looking at Griffy Bits and Party Dungeon guides. They are old, but they are still relevant. Really good content. The YouTube videos, I mean, not the party dungeons. They're ass. But get on these streams. Kilroy is just gonna come down to, you know, over the next. I mean, you just kind of have to upgrade timer on Kilroy. You're gonna have to. Yeah, it's just really just timer. It's just the more Kilroy you do, the easier this dream becomes. So yeah, keep upgrading timer on Kilroy. I think the auto reviewer recommends you upgrade the timer and bonus skulls at like a 2-to-1 ratio. But for now, I would recommend getting your timer up to at least 100 seconds, 150 seconds, and then start worrying about bonus skulls. That might be a little bit of a cooked opinion, but I think the dream is kind of important for you right now. Oh, 3-to-2 ratio. Apologies. I think timer you should get up first before you start worrying about bonus skulls, just so you can get the dream out of the way. I don't know what your gaming looks like or what your nugget currently is. No idea. But something you want to do is trying to get the red super bit. So you had metal detector, I think, maxed out, correct? Or is it metal detector? Metal detector is maxed out. Gaming's bad. So you have metal detector. So I think your gaming is going to still deal level to 10. Okay, well, I think maybe devoting more time into Hole till you eventually get the Snail upgrade, whenever the fuck that is. I don't even see it in my my upgrade. But that upgrade for Snail that he teased a while ago that I don't think anyone has seen yet, that's going to help with Snail upgrades. I would really recommend encouraging your Snail a lot before you upgrade it. Early levels are easier compared to like 21 plus. It just takes time and you collecting it. And honestly, getting more red super bits is just really where gaming where you should be focusing. But you definitely don't have all the crops unlocked, which is where a lot of your gaming progress is going to come from. So you should focus on farming a bit more. So let's look at your farming and see what you can actually do to progress that. Okay, I know you're a whale, but have you purchased all the Instagrow generators and all of the plots from the gem shop? Do you focus on day market? So yes, day market I think is what you should be focusing on. Absolutely, the first thing you should be doing right now is stronger vines. Okay, stronger vines. I want you to get this to 140%, like first. Assuming you have purchased all the Instagrow generators, you have a base 160%. I identify as free to play. What a sentence to say. That's crazy, actually. That is a crazy sentence. So, you do have all or most of the shop stuff. So if you have 8 Instagrow generators, you have a base 160% chance for +1 crop when fully grown. So if you get this up to 140%, you guarantee +3 crops, which is effectively a multiplier for the amount of crops that you gain. So getting this to 140 is your first like big break point. Getting it to 240, 340 eventually is what you want to do. But after that, product doubler. You want to get this up to 100 to 150% is where you want to go right now. The reason I say 50% is because you'll sometimes gain extra bits, the extra crops. 200% is really where you want to aim for, so you can make it a lot easier to collect 100%. 100k crops eventually is the goal. We'll talk about how to get there in just a second. Gotta drink some water. So, biology boost is something you absolutely want to get on because you are missing 7 crops for Super GMO. Super GMO is going to be really, really, really important eventually. You're gonna hit this like breakpoint where Super GMO becomes extremely important. So you need first of all work on your day market. 140 and 100%. Here for stronger vines, product doubler. Growth speed, I wouldn't worry about this right now. I think you've leveled it too much. I mean, it's good that the level it's at is good. Don't put more into it. I think you want more into more beans. Try to get this till the cost of the actual crop is like 50k. Biology boost, you want this till the cost is also around 50k to get you more next crop chance. The goal is try to unlock 7 more crops in this cycle. That's what you want to do. So that way you can unlock Super GMO. Then once you have upgraded more beans a lot, you've upgraded Super... sorry, not yet Super GMO. We're getting there. Once you've got this to 140, you've gotten this to 100%, you've gotten this to 50,000 crop cost, you've gotten this to 50,000 crop cost. Your next most important thing is try to get as much glassy crops as you can. Like getting like 100,000 or so of the glassy seeds, and then doing a bean reset and upgrading specifically speed GMO. You want this up to like 8%. You want Super GMO up to 5%. I imagine you should have enough land ranks, maybe not quite to where you have the 100x crop value. Doing an 8x Evo on your crops should almost guarantee 100k crops. You'll probably need to do a little bit of experimentation to see where you're at. But if you do an 8x OG on all of your crops, you should be at or near the 100k breakpoint to where you hit Super GMO and Speed GMO in like one growth cycle. Rob, hey, haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for the raid, man. How's it going? Have a stream. Welcome in the middle of an IE review, so I'm going to continue real quick. So Speed GMO, you want this at like 7-8%. You want Super GMO to 5%. You're pretty close to doing the 100k crops in like one go. 8x 8x OG is essentially what you want to try to hit, so you can hit 100k crops to get both the Super GMO and the Speed GMO upgrade. So yeah, once you get the seven more crops, your farming is gonna go like zoom through the roof. It's gonna be really easy for you to do farming. But with that being said, once you hit that and you're able to get 100k crops, things are gonna speed up like exponentially fast. From there, the goal is obviously just keep getting as much crops as you can, evolve to the highest glassy that you can, do a bean reset, start upgrading Evo GMO more. You want Evo GMO eventually to hit like 2 to 2.2 times. Eventually, that'll give you more than enough chance you get to get to the last glassy crop, which again is going to juice out your farming, which is like the whole tangent we're talking about here. Farming is going to increase your gaming speed. Gaming speed is going to give you more red bits, and it's going to help you get and push towards the 90Q red bits. Also, with the whole, the gaming bits that you get from the bravery story, that multiplier is going to help you a little bit in trying to get the super bit, but ultimately it's going to come down to snail. I think as you take the time to progress farming, as the days progress, you'll eventually be able to upgrade some of the stuff in the hole. Hopefully see the snail upgrade soon, so it gets a little bit easier for you to upgrade the snail. But obviously it's going to be a few weeks probably till you see that, but that upgrade for snails is probably going to help you a ton with the super bit increase. Okay, but overall, I mean, your gear was looking good on your characters. You have mostly all Onyx, you have all Onyx statues actually. I know you probably don't use a lot of the bags on these characters, but I still recommend getting bags on the characters just to make it look nice. Talents, just don't forget that you can, don't forget to use your books when you can. Try to upgrade skilling efficiency over damage or anything else. Skilling efficiency is going to be really important for, obviously, the mother load layer if you need efficiency on your warrior specific classes. But if you want whole specific advice, what I'd highly recommend is, if you're struggling to get the motherload layer destroyed, what I recommend is taking your warrior classes, going AFK on the motherload layer, collecting every 2 minutes, and then picking up the rocks, and that'll help destroy the layer a lot faster. But for the most part, whole progress, I think you should just stick your characters on bravery, AFK, get the bonus up to like 300 to 750 hours, and then just, you know, forget about it from there and go back to farming the rest of your account. I think you should benefit a lot from upgrading things like Diamond Chef, Big P, Mr. Massacre, Kill per Kill, Lo Cost Mo Jade, Cropius Mapper especially. Yes, you can AFK on the Mother Load. Activating it is a complete waste of time. You want to AFK it because your AFK gains take effect there. You can pick it up and get a lot of ore per like 2 minutes. Anyways, going back to it. Getting Cropius Mapper up is going to help you with crop evo. So if you're struggling with crop evo on like the sushi crops I saw and the mushroom crops that you had, you can very easily get them, get 7 more crops from those specifically by upgrading the evo GMO, by upgrading the next crop chance in the day market, but specifically Cropius Mapper gives you a ton of crop evo chance. So get this to a point where you can atom it, spend some atoms in this every single day, and upgrade this to like level like 200, 450, should give you a ton of crop evo chance. And obviously the vial grind is going to be slow, but doing the honker vial, doing the turtle vial, slowly doing your soul vial as well is going to help. The Peapod and then doing like pipe gauge, trove, emoji veggie is going to help you. Actually, envelope pile. I didn't even see you didn't have that. Envelope pile is going to be really, really good for you. Okay. And overall stamps, you're almost at 10,000, like I said. So good on you. Multi-tool stamps going to be your next big one, as well as carry capacity would be the ones after that. So there you go. Hope that helped. We did a lot of emphasis on farming there. Yeah, sigils are slow, but the turtle vial at level 13 is going to help you a ton. Also, if you don't have the sigil superchargers in the gem shop, you can buy those as well. It'll help you a little bit with sigil charge rate. Anyways, there you go, Lifewater. Hope that was a good enough review. Gives you some stuff to do specifically for farming, a little bit of help with the whole as well, since that's rather new content. So good luck, man. Hope to hear from your progress in another few weeks. Let me know where you're at. Have a great day.